Hey guys, long time no see. Sid here from 3 Mississippi. Welcome to Sippin' and Spillin'. I know. I took a couple weeks off from Sippin' and Spillin'. I'd still been posting on 3 Mississippi, and you guys may have noticed I really ramped up doing a lot more shorts and things like that across a lot of different platforms, just diversifying the portfolio. But we won't stop the long content videos either, of course. In fact, there'll be a new one hopefully out today as you're seeing this on Friday. Just a little bird talk. That's why I'm sitting over here. I just kind of finished filming some of that. I'm sitting with my birds, just chilling with my birds. It's actually a beautiful day. We were like, I think we got down to about 19 last night. So everything was frozen and it looked like snow everywhere because the whole field frosts over. It's really pretty when it does that. But now it's warm. It's probably, I don't know, high 50s, low 60s, somewhere in there, right in the sun. I know in the shade it's much colder. It's nice right here. I need a little vitamin D today, so it's good. But anyway, it's been kind of a crazy couple of weeks. I've been really working on, kind of mastering the software to do the smaller videos, the vertical videos, if you will, and kind of been working on cranking those out. And then of course we were just sort of enjoying the holidays. So kind of took a break. We were doing a lot of projects in between with the fencing and moving the animals and a couple other odds and ends that we were working on that we showed you on 3 Mississippi. But I just kind of got a little overwhelmed with trying to do Sippin' and Spillin' the last couple weeks, and so I haven't, so I'm sorry. But here I am. There's gunshot. Somebody's hunting right now. We're just right at the tail end of deer season here, so everybody's trying to get their deer in while they can. Mike has gone hunting a couple times, but they've gotten skunked a few times. It just happened to be when he had time to go. The conditions weren't great, and they were kind of outside of their pattern. I saw some beautiful deer last week. In fact, I think it was Christmas morning, I saw running through this field right here. I ended up seeing, I think it was like a half a dozen deer being chased by a beautiful buck. And they came kind of up and over this ridge over here. I'll stand up and show you because, if I can get up off the ground. I was sitting with my birds. They kind of came up through this wooded area on our property and then across the infamous culvert. And over towards, I don't know if you can see that deer feeder kind of right around there. And then I saw another couple come through a little bit later. So definitely has been lots of deer activity through here, but unfortunately with Mike's schedule, he's not always able to get out there when they're biting, I guess, or when they're being active. So it is what it is. He's gotten one deer so far this year. He might try to get out there either tonight or tomorrow night, I suspect, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm actually fixing to leave to go to the feed store here pretty soon. I had sent Mike and Frankie a couple weeks ago, right before Christmas, to the feed store, and they were out of everything I needed. But luckily, I do keep a reserve of stuff, so I was okay. But now I'm getting low on that, so I got to go in and get some more dog food and some more feed for these guys. Everything else I'm still pretty good on, but do need to go pick up some of that. And then tomorrow, Frank and I are going to go into Tupelo. We dropped off a pair of Mike's work boots. They had come apart and they needed resoled. So we dropped those off a couple weeks ago, and I need to go pick them up. Got to go pick them up, and I got to drop something off. Mike had got me. I have these pans that he got me, I don't know, 100 years ago, and I really liked them. But they're getting old, and like the big kind of frying pan one, you know how sometimes, I don't know where he got them. Honestly, I think he got them at Ross like 100 years ago. But they were kind of starting to get like worn away in the middle, which is like not good and dangerous. And so I haven't been using that pan. I hadn't thrown it out, but I hadn't been using it. And he found these pans that are like free of all the chemicals and all the stuff that you don't want on your metal, but they're also really easy to clean, and they can also go in the oven, and they have these detachable handles, so they stack really well. They're kind of safe space saving, which I really like. So anyway, he'd gotten me those, but he also got me a couple of saucepans that matched this old set that he got that was starting to fall apart. But I decided that I didn't want to keep those, and I'm actually returning that Christmas gift, and I ordered more of the pots that he got me that I did like. So so he did good on that. But that's how you know when you're old too, is when you're excited that you got, like, you know, pots or something, right? But anyway, I do like them and they're really nice. And they're pretty. They sort of go with the kitchen. They're sort of a white, like, you know, and my kitchen's all white, so it kind of works. They're kind of more off-white, I guess, with a little bit of speckles of like earth tones on them, but they work. I like them. But anyway, it's another reason to go to Tupelo, because that's a UPS drop off up there that I got to go hit. And then I think Frankie's she wants there's some ramen place up there that she wants to try, so I told her I'd get her and Mike some ramen to bring home, and I think she's going to a soccer game or something with some friends tonight. So, you know, she's got to go back to school on Monday. But I told her, I was like, man, if they're, you know, saying we might have an ice storm or severe thunderstorms, which of course they'll close school again. So she might end up being off again in the next week or so. We'll see, which I wouldn't be mad at. I like when she's home. We get to hang out a little bit. We've got to watch a lot of movies and spend time together, and you know, gone out into town a couple times together. And so it's been kind of nice just having some mother-daughter time, you know. I know those days are few and far between, you know. Only have a few more Christmases where she's at home, and a few more Christmas breaks before she's, you know, not under our roof anymore, which always makes me sad, but she's gonna grow up, and that's the point. You know, you want her to grow up and be independent, but it doesn't mean it's not hard. It doesn't mean that realization of like, oh, we have 3 more left before she's a grown-up and could potentially be like away at college or away in the military, or, you know, running off to Vegas to get married. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Hopefully not. But you never know. So, so yeah, so we'll see. Not a lot of time left, but with her. So I do try to enjoy it, rearrange my schedule a little bit so that I can spend that time with her. You know, sometimes it means I'm up till 3 in the morning, or getting up at 3 in the morning to finish editing a video because she wanted to hang out with me and watch a movie or something. And so we do that, you know, because that's time I can't get back. So anyway, I know there's been other stuff that's happened in the last 2 weeks that I'm sure I could fill you in on, but I honestly can't think of anything that's like super dramatic. I mean, there's been stuff that's broke, there's been stuff that's been hurt, there's been stuff that's been happened, but like nothing earth-shattering that I can recall at the moment to really regale you with. So that's all right. We'll keep this one short and sweet, but I am going to be getting back to my normal schedule of, you know, posting on Sippin' and Spillin', you know, 3 to 4 times a week, and keeping up with that much better. I promise. I will. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas with your family, and a happy New Year. And guys, beautiful. I mean, look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful it is today. It's absolutely beautiful. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's beautiful. I'm so blessed that I get to stand on this little hunk of rock that I get to live on, and I get to take care of and hang out with my birds and enjoy how beautiful it is, and very blessed. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you. And as always, stay blessed, and remember, safety's off.